Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Hey, fellow babies, and welcome to Two Guys That Don't Give a Flying Fuck. I'm one of them.
And I must be the other.
You are indeed. How's it going? What's happening? And I'm so I had
Thanks for asking. Get on with it.
yeah. I had a crazy day with some BS in life, and then yesterday my son had a very mild little seizure, and today has just been, I haven't checked the news. I haven't done anything. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm sure Trump fucked it up.
Yeah. Damn, I should have taken notes.
Yeah, I might even have to open a news page to see what's going on there. You never know.
Yeah.
So, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to hit that fucking button. Okay, there we go.
Let's just restream Brian Tyler Cohen. Get on with
it. We should stream his book. We could just show the cover.
We're not going to buy it.
Yeah, we'll have a crackle of a fire in the background, Or maybe people would think we're trying to burn it. We shouldn't do that. We'll put it by a swimming pool. Maybe it would like a sunny day out at the beach.
Maybe you'd like to spend some time in a bookshop. Sitting on the shelf.
Yeah. I should check. We got a few good bookstores in town. I wonder if anybody carries Brian Taylor Cohen.
I wonder if it's actually made a physical copy of it.
I wonder.
Maybe some, that he's handed out to his family and friends.
Yeah. Ones that have a little Epson watermark in the bottom right corner. Forgot to clean my glasses a little bit there. I noticed it was all smudgy. There. Okay. Better. Lord Thunder and Jesus. There was a whole kind of snowy mess happen all around my little area of British Columbia. We just got like pummeled, except for where I live. It was pretty much fine. It's kind of windy and nasty today, but didn't even get below zero.
Wow.
Our winter's done and over. We're on the up now. We've already had days in the last 7 days. And remember, I'm like, 1,200 feet up the west side of the Rocky Mountains in British Columbia. And we've already had days where people are out in like t-shirts and long sleeves. Yeah, we've seen temperatures of almost 20 degrees Celsius already. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah. It's usually really good by the time my son's birthday comes up, which is 3.5 weeks or something like that.
I thought you forgot it for a moment.
No, but I can't remember what fake date I usually use, so I don't actually give people the real one, right?
Okay.
So it's coming up. Yeah, but by the time his birthday comes up, we're always having it outside and everybody's comfortable and nice. It's great. I hope we don't get one little blast that proves me wrong now that I've jinxed it.
Well, if Donald Trump's got anything to do with it, yeah, you will be getting a blast.
I did hear about the straight, what is it, Hermas or whatever?
Hermes.
Yeah. All hell breaking loose there. Now, is it just me, Dunk, or does it seem stupid, foolish, or maybe part of the plan that Trump didn't have the Strait locked down before he unleashed all hell?
Didn't even think about it.
Because isn't it mined now? Isn't it's proper chaos?
Apparently, Iran have said they're sending out miners out there, but when I say miners, don't say that too loud because Trump will get excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just
really save the females,
young girls on ropes and just anchor them to the seabed. I don't know. I don't know how true it is. I'm not even too sure they know how true it is. It's just Iran has said they're going to be doing it. So
I saw. Yeah. Right. Sorry, everybody. Holy shit, I totally forgot. Number one, during this show, if you find a segment funny, interesting, useful, or whatever, put timestamp in the live chat because that helps us find the shorts to post. And remember, it's bingo night, so get your card because if we do something like talk about Battlestar Galactica, boom, there's a bingo square.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, well, it does. I didn't say off the record first, right? Yeah. But what was the
Strait Hormuz mined, ships being done, and Trump is saying, "Oh, show some guts. Come on, tankers, just go for it." What the hell? Yeah, all right. Apparently, he's took 200 billion out of the US economy, which apparently it doesn't have, but that's what they keep saying. But he's found 200 billion to give extra insurance on the tankers. I'm sure that will really, really cheer up the captains and the crew of the boats.
Wow!
Oh, we got more insurance. That's okay then.
Yeah, we're all gonna die, but at least the cargo's insured.
Yeah, and the company will be fine.
Yeah. Wow.
Fucking idiot. I was looking at the map. I was thinking, well, why don't they just make a shortcut, build a big canal going through the United Arab Emirates and Oman? Just do a little cut.
That's a really good idea, actually.
It would cost billions and take years to do, but you might as well start doing it now because Middle East is going to be on fire again for another 100,000 years again.
Well, I mean, did I not see a couple of YouTubers talking about how some of the Trump bootlickers are already starting to use the "we've won" victory sort of it sounds to me like they're getting ready to go, well, maybe we're spending too much. Let's just back up a bit. I don't get it.
Yeah, apparently Trump has been advised that he's just got to get out while he still can. Meanwhile, Pete Hegseth is coming and saying, "Yeah, there's still more to do. Let's bomb the bastards."
Yeah.
And apparently the memo hasn't got to Iran because they're just firing out missiles and drones left, right, and center.
Yeah, it's such a clusterfuck. Everybody in the Middle East and Europe and stuff watching this must just be thinking, does anybody in the fucking administration under Trump have a clue?
No. But yeah, again, you must be tired from all this winning.
We're winning so much we don't know what to do.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they just needed to lose for a little while just to balance things out.
Yeah. I wonder if part of this whole no, we've won, we're done now turn of voice that we're starting to hear also comes from the fact that it's going to start getting embarrassing because these Shiad drones are actually pretty capable and America's spending a buttload of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you are going to get through, if they don't have a supply of the defenses and stuff, right? You know,
well, they probably burned that supply out.
Yeah.
They haven't got anything.
You know,
and those things are expensive and they're not like quick to make.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the whole thing with the Tomahawk missile in the school.
Oh God.
Right. It's
story just keeps changing with Trump every day.
Yep. What was the last thing I heard from that
unconscionable?
Yes. He said, well, you know, we're not the only ones with Tomahawks. A bunch of people have them and so on and whatnot. And then he said, but if it turns out that it was a Tomahawk that, you know, hit the school, I'm okay with that.
Well, he says, yeah, I'll be okay with the investigation. I don't think he meant like he's okay with the bombing of the school.
Yeah, but it kind of came across as...
But the latest thing, the very latest thing, he was asked again about it after it's been confirmed that it was a U.S. Tomahawk and it was fired by U.S. Carrier group or whatever that it came from. And yes, it's been confirmed, Mr. Trump. What can you say about that hitting the school? Says don't know anything about it. That was the latest thing. After talking about it, now he doesn't know anything about it.
Because once you admit you know lots about it, that's the best time to reverse course and go for culpable deniability.
Yeah. Yeah. What school? What ran where? Around who?
Yeah. I never touched those girls with a missile.
No. Yeah. You did the others.
Where's that picture? See if I can find this. Mexi girl found this. And somebody hacked a road sign in Atlanta. It's brutal and to the point.
Yeah.
You imagine how mad Trump is when he sees that?
Oh, well, if he drives past it, yeah, they should put that up in billboards all around Washington.
Make a statue out of it. Put it in front of the White House.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that, I thought, whoa, harsh, but accurate. I love it. You know, but yeah, that's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can get one of those like mobile billboards on the back of a truck and drive around with that, you know, picture of that on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how long it will be before the Washington police pull you over.
Yeah, yeah.
Or can they?
I don't know.
I'm sure they'd make it a crime.
You might have to slightly mess with the letter with like a $sign or something, because there could be vulgarity in public statutes in your community or something. You never know, right?
There already is vulgarity in public every time that fucking orange face stands in front of a podium.
I agree. I totally agree. But yeah, it'd be really cool, because what I would do if I had one of those billboards and I was going to drive around with an anti-Trump message is I'd also do the whole big American flag on the pickup truck and then write in crayon, mandate freedom, and you know, mandate freedom from pedophiles, you know, and totally throw their shtick back at them. We have a couple of those idiots in my town. Big, huge pickup trucks, massive flags on poles in the back, huge thing on the sides and whatnot that say mandate freedom. It's like, you know, the whole thing with masks and pandemics was a long time ago, redneck. You know, go hunting or something, will you?
Well, they can't afford it now. Now fuel prices have gone up.
Yeah. That's true.
They have to do it in their little Nissan Leafs.
Yeah.
Put the gun rack. Put the gun rack on the roof because they can't fit the guns inside the car.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Nissan Leaf done up as a hunting rig. You know? Oh, that's funny. You'd have to go hunting for rabbits because you need the electrical power to get back out.
Yeah.
You know, the best you could do is an old Elmer Fudd run. Oh, yeah. Here's a good one. If only this is what a Tomahawk missile looked like.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if he got shot with one of them?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, totally. I'll have one with mustard just to make sure. But I don't want to focus just on their bullshit tonight because, to be honest, it'll just make me a sour drunk later.
Well, yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. Because did you hear about Shoegate in the White House?
What?
Because Trump decided that everybody in the White House needed new shoes. And so he bought a whole bunch of really expensive Italian shoes for everybody and just guessed people's sizes.
What?
And so you got everyone walking around in ill-fitting shoes, so a bit like his cankles.
Oh my God! And everybody has to wear them.
Well, yeah, exactly. There's images, and it's become like a massive meme of Marco Rubio in shoes that look like 3 sizes too big for him. It looks like he's playing dressing up with daddy's clothes.
That shows you how much respect he has for people. Who cares what size they are? Just, he looks like a 10.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, it's almost like it's a test by Trump to test their loyalty.
Exactly.
It's like, the emperor's new clothes sort of thing, but in this case, it's reversed. He's buying them shoes, and they got to go. Oh, these are wonderful shoes, Mr. President. Thank you so much. I'll wear them all the time. Click clop, click clop, click clop.
Oh, it's funny. I wonder if they have like little thumbtacks already built into them to make them even more uncomfortable and stuff. You know, he'd be the kind of guy to do that. I didn't even hear about this. This is funny as hell, man.
Now, what he should have done though, he should have done like in a National Lampoon's Vacation, where he just gives them those like gaudy white, pumps. Yeah. Well, last time you visited, you remarked on how lovely my shoes were. So I bought you some too.
I like these ones. Just go for the full-out bowling shoes, man.
Clown.
Yeah. Well, bowling shoes and clown shoes are pretty much the same thing. They just don't have the bulbous tip on the bowling shoe.
Mm.
I remember when I was young and I went bowling and they made me wear these ridiculous looking shoes. I said to my dad, "Why can't they have normal looking shoes?" He said, "Because then people don't steal them." Oh.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, who'd want to steal shoes that have been worn by 1,000 people in a day?
Who wants to put them on? I mean,
I put condoms on my toes.
Exactly.
Right in there.
Yeah. That's the one thing about bowling. Anytime somebody says you want to go bowling, I think about the shoe issue.
You'll get your you'll go up to the counter to get the shoes and say, "Oh, do you want to buy some athlete's foot powder?"
Yeah.
No, I don't have athlete's foot.
He did.
Yeah. You want to buy some powder?
Yeah. We almost burned these because of the last guy, but sorry, they're the only ones your size.
Yeah. Oh, when you got them in your right size?
Yeah.
That's never happened.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, my mom was right into bowling. She was in a league and all that stuff. And she had shoes and everything because there was no way she was going to continuously do that whole thing, right? That makes sense. But for somebody that just goes bowling like every couple of years or whatever, who's going to spend $300 on a pair of those shoes, right?
Yeah. Well, is Adam Brown's bring up an interesting thing because It's kind of funny they they make the shoes look like that so nobody steals them. But then they're saying in the late 80s, kids were stealing them from and then wearing them at school. And now it's a fashion item.
Oh, God.
so more people are going to be stealing them.
Wow. Since we have children in school that watch TikTok, I'm surprised we haven't gotten to a situation where people like wear jock straps on their head and stuff like that. I'm surprised the cool thing to do hasn't gotten that ridiculous.
Yeah, wearing your jeans inside out.
Yeah. Oh, what was that stupid kid hip hop band? They wore their clothes backwards.
I can't remember.
Yeah, me either. They were stupid. We were talking about AI pre-show.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. Do you want to start that or Crisscross? Yeah, SK Vig in the chat there. That's what that hip hop band's name was, Crisscross.
Yeah, I was telling Dick that literally just before I was joining him, I was getting a bit distracted watching this video and grabbing my son and coming, get him to come and watch. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? And it's a new tool that's in Photoshop, which you take your background and you want an object you want to put in front of it. In this case, it was like a car. And you basically select the car, and it cuts out the background, like Photoshop can do very well.
Yeah.
And then you get these new transform functions, which allow you to rotate it in 3-dimensional space.
Without recreating a 3D model of it, it just goes, oh, here you go, full model.
Yeah, it just turns it into a 3D model using AI inside the machine.
Wow.
And then you can rotate it, spin it, move it around, relight it, change the perspective on it, everything. And just do the transform mode.
That's exactly what a troglodyte like me needs,
Yeah. Yeah, I know that would have gotten me out of scrape so many times in the past.
Oh man. Just imagine if you're just screwing around and you're like, well, I wish I had a 3D model of this little thing that I have that I'm going to use in my video edit. Well, you go to that, it makes you a model, you spin it out, you put it in, and away you go. I mean, holy creative unleash, right?
It's bonkers. And it does it with anything, people, you name it.
Yeah.
You just show an image of a person and then now you can rotate that person. Bonkers.
I like it. Now, we were saying how this is a very good example of AI being useful, like not just a dumb way of getting a recipe instead of just going to a recipe place. Yes. That kind of stuff, right? A lot of people are using these AIs to answer questions that they themselves could have answered in the time it took to use the AI. But instead of just doing it yourself, you're giving all this extra information about yourself to a company who's charging you for the privilege and then is then going to sell all that data in the background for advertisers to take advantage of you even more. And not just advertisers, right? Because it's now been proven that even the new cars are selling you out to your own insurance companies. So, right? And this is my lead into the topic I wanted to bring up. You saw it as well, Dunk. Rick Beato, a really cool music YouTuber. He goes into songs in detail, really knows his music theory. He's got his own recording studio, so on. Real dude. Yeah. He brought up a story that was very interesting, how back in the day, you wanted to record your music, unless you wanted it to be a garage demo that was literally just your ghetto blaster in the garage recording the band, you had to go to a studio. And studios had unbelievably expensive gear and stuff and whatnot. And then
like 300,000 for a rack, for a desk.
Yeah.
Desk.
Yeah, and that's for the medium-sized ones. The big ones you need for like cinema or mastering and that kind of thing and whatnot, they're at $750,000, and that was back then. you get into the early 90s when you start getting software and interfaces that can enable the computer to do things instead, and the whole market shifts. And it doesn't take very long before all of these recording studios go bankrupt because they can't afford the loans on the millions of dollars in gear and electricity and buildings and insurance and blah, 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 right? And it starts to collapse because people can just do it for themselves. And now you have precious few recording studios that people like Taylor Swift and stuff use. And for the rest of it, it's all done at home. I mean, even go back to Fatboy Slim. I Want to Praise You Like I Do. He recorded that at home.
Well, the funny thing is, I think you'll find there's an awful lot of people have got a music editor or a DAW on their machine, even if they're not making music.
Exactly. All Mac users have one, right?
Yeah, it's all just like built in. You can just do it.
Now, let's flip this back to the AI part of the discussion. The reason we bring up the music industry model is right now, in this analogy, AI data centers are starting to look like they're going to be the future recording studios that end up having no business to exist, because we're getting some of these AI models, these large language models that are getting, I think it's called quantized and stuff, but shrunk down to the point where they're starting to really work well for lower end hardware. Like if you happen to have an Apple computer with 48 or 64 gigs of RAM on it, can you do some serious stuff on your own now? And in just the last few weeks, Dunk, there's been some new releases of serious LLM technology that can even run inside of like 32 gigs of RAM.
Oh, let's go back to Rick, because he proved his point by, in a day, he learned about it, downloaded his own AI model and put it on his own computer.
Yeah.
So, and he was doing like prompts to the AI while it was not connected to the internet.
Yes, that's right.
Now that was the impressive part. It was coming up with answers without being connected to the internet.
Yeah, and he did this on an Apple computer with 64 gigs of RAM. If you look online right now, you can buy yourself an Apple computer with 64 gigs of RAM, like a Mac Studio or whatever, for maybe $1,500 Canadian, approaching $2,000. So in America, I bet you could get one for $1,000, $1,200. It's really, we're not far off from people being able to run their own models. What the fuck are these massive data centers going to be for then? I think. Well, no. I think this was actually all done for a reason, Dunk. I think the idea of those data centers being for AI isn't going to be for the toys that we use. That's going to be for charging people a fortune for a next level up. Sort of like the American military decided, okay, everybody can have GPS, but theirs is far more accurate. Right. So I think it's there to bilk billions out of big business that couldn't run the massive ones locally. I think it's all a game of billions, and we'll be the losers. We'll end up with AI that can help us, cook dinner and find a recipe and blah, blah, blah. But they're going to have ones that track us all over town and this and that and blah, blah, blah and whatnot.
I also think, if you compare the AI data centers today, you can compare that to the computer industry of the days of, IBM and Big Blue and all that kind of stuff, where, your companies just basically had like terminals that would go to the big computer. Oh,
yeah.
And now all that's gone, and people just got their own basically home computers in the offices now. And so when you're talking about big business, that might go away as well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I mean, like big business. I mean, huge, like military things and stuff. Either these data centers become useless quick, like you're alluding to, and Rick did in his, or they do have an end game they've already thought of to keep it worth it. And they're selling it to the public as if it's for everyone, AI, blah, blah. But in the end, it's just going to, raise electric rates, screw with infrastructure, and we get no benefit from it. I think there is a potential for it to end there. But in the end, it'll do us no good because we can pretty much do it now. I think there's a really good chance that this will be the burst of the AI bubble, unless there's an end game they have in mind that we're not seeing, which is what I'm alluding to. Maybe, right? And
I don't think they're as smart as they think they are, because like I was saying the other week, is that these big AI companies are distraught that businesses aren't jumping on the AI bandwagon.
Yeah,
and they're kind of like, well, why? What did we do wrong?
Yeah.
apart from they build the data set, they build the machines, they build the language models, they build the data centers. Then they warn the world that AI is going to take over the world if we're not careful, and AI has got to be regulated. Well, don't mean our AI, everybody else's AI, and then well, like kind of like use scare tactics about AI, and then to get surprised that people aren't jumping on it. Kind of confused messages there.
Yeah. I would love to see this bubble be bad for tech and really humble some of these big companies that are riding overinflated stock market valuations and stuff. I would love to see that happen because it would be helpful in a reset sort of way, right? Erase some seriously inflated, almost bullshit value.
Well, it would be interesting if they start having to dismantle those data centers, because there'll be all those secondhand computers and servers and lots of memory splashing onto eBay.
Oh yeah, man! I'll be lining up to buy one of those fucking high-end 96 gig of RAM GPUs to play with for sure.
Yeah, I want like a Cray computer which has got like a fucking sofa around it.
Yeah. But on this thing again, where we're talking about how we're talking about how, it's becoming better and better locally. 2 years ago, people were laughing at Apple for their run AI locally on your computer strategy. I don't think it's quite so funny anymore. I think Apple and their strategy with the unified memory is proving to be better and better in this AI space. I think it's going to, like right now, it's well known. You start looking online in the AI spaces, and unless you are some big rich company that has all the money to buy these fancy NVIDIA GPU cards and stuff, people are just buying these Mac Studios with gobs of RAM on them. Oh yeah. And now with the local models getting smaller and not needing so RAM, and Apple's silicon, the M chips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, having really good processors for the AI stuff built into them, I think you're going to see some real improvements in the Apple experience of using AI locally coming very quickly if you've got the right computer.
I mean, I wouldn't be at all surprised in the future you end up with like an AI nugget, just like a portable hard drive.
Yeah,
and you just plug that into your machine, and that's your AI.
Yeah,
or your AI assistant, and you carry it around with you like an iPhone as well, and you'll be able to talk to it and do stuff.
You remember, Dunk, during the Intel years of Apple computers, they came up with that card to seriously improve the speed of ProRes decoding and encoding for video editors.
Yeah.
You're similar to that, but just a little thingy, right? And it's your own, kind of like Tony Stark and the glasses or whatever, right? That kind of thing.
Or Ziggy from, what do we call it?
Quantum Leap.
Yeah,
exactly, right? Have an AI built into a Palm Pilot M505 with a color screen. I'd be in heaven. You know, I'd carry 2 devices again for that.
And then just squeaks at you when you stop punching the buttons.
Yeah. Well, mine would just get sick of me playing Dope Wars and Yahtzee, right? You know. But I'm more and more interested in playing with some of this AI stuff now for myself. The better the chances of running it locally are.
I think there's going to be that point when you can use AI in a way where you don't have to be a computer engineer to understand it. Because we're still at that level. You still have to be a bit of a nerd to really use it. Now, this whole Photoshop thing, which it just some controls on your screen where you move it around. All the AI is happening in the background. You don't need to know anything about it.
Yeah,
and it's just doing it. When you'll get to that point where you'll be able to create a movie. Like
I was just gonna say, how far away from being able to just use like a storyboard bunch of pictures to actually create the movie, right?
Yeah. Well, the AI will create the storyboards in the first place and the script and all that. And you can adjust it and edit it. There was that video that you saw the other day about an AI editor, and it's the edit. It's not really an AI editor. It's not using AI to edit. No, but what it is doing is putting stuff on the timeline that then you can then adjust the images. The prompts on the images to change them to something else, and then you got a whole feature being built up on a timeline.
Well, can you imagine, Dunk? How far are we away from? Okay, we need Star Trek 23 to be released in theaters this year. What's the movie going to be about? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Somebody goes off to his office, comes back later in the day. Done, sir. Ready for marketing.
Yeah. That will cost like $40 billion because they haven't figured out how to do that with AI. But then it won't go into theaters because there won't be any theaters left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Well, we need it for streaming. You know? Yeah.
And nobody will watch it.
Yeah.
They'll get 5 people to watch it.
Yeah, very much so. Well, it'd be popular on the torrent sites.
Well, no, it'd be because there's someone on YouTube did a better version, did a better Star Trek video.
Yeah. Trained his own model.
Yeah.
That's funny. But then the AI William Shatner will get mad at the AI Leonard Nimoy, and there'll be a public feud.
Yeah. They'll go solo and both bring out albums. The AI William Shatner will refuse to work with Nimoy.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
If I have to wear a girdle, so does he. But sir, he's not bulging out of his uniform.
Yeah. No, not to mention to the AI George Takei. Oh god. He'll just have a big hissy fit and walk off set.
Yeah. The gay blade. It's hilarious when he used to get his shirt off and start swinging that sword around and stuff. Yeah. I love those scenes in Star Trek. He was awesome, man. He had this I'm going to kill you look in his eyes that was really good. I always liked that.
He wasn't acting.
No, yeah. Probably somebody made a gay joke backstage and he's like, I'm going to fuck you up, bitch.
It's kind of funny that they gave him like a fencing rapier as opposed to like a samurai sword.
Yeah, exactly.
They probably thought, we might be being a bit too racial profiling.
Yeah. They should have saved that one for Picard. Well, they did actually. They brought it out, didn't they? No, he had a fencing foil, right? Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, didn't he do a scene where he was fencing with somebody with Whoopi Goldberg? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she taught him some lesson the way she did, Oh,
God, she's so fucking annoying. So fucking high and mighty know-it-all just because you're 5 billion years old.
I always used to love how she would say, my name's Guinan, and I listen. And then she comes on camera and you can't shut her up. Is listening like something you did in a past life? Because I don't see that happening a lot anymore. One of those observations you make, I wonder how people are doing on bingo so far. Probably okay. I think we've hit a couple of our, tropes, whatever you call it.
Talking about the Mac, the response to the new Mac Neo, is hilarious. Yeah, so the people are going, "Oh, this is the best thing ever. This is, this is fantastic." Some are saying, "Oh, it's the worst thing ever. It's shit." Yeah, I prefer my PC. Yeah, it's not as good, but I'm gonna damn well keep it my PC.
The only people that dislike it are PC users, but Mac users and people that aren't like gamers, people that just do technology stuff, they get it. It's a badass machine for half the population, but with only 8 gigs of RAM, this first generation will not age well. And you wait, the second generation MacBook Neo will be out inside of a year. I'm going to guess 11 months, and it will have the A18 or whatever Bionic chip, not the 17 or 16 that it has now. And it will go from 8 gigs of RAM to 12 gigs of RAM. And that second generation machine will have a way longer life to the owners.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think it's still.
It's an excellent thing, though. It's going to really improve Apple's market share in a fucking big way.
There was an interesting video by what's his name? His name slips my mind now. But the Australian guy. the Australian guy who just like complains about shitty equipment and stuff like that. And he brought up his. What's that?
EV blog?
No. But what's that laptop that's totally convertible and updatable?
The one that Linus invested in, Framework.
Framework, that's it. Yeah. Framework. So he brought out his Framework PC and showing how it's all adjustable and you can pull the. It's very, very, very clever.
Oh, it's awesome.
Very good. But then he says, well, it costs like $3,000. And the MacBook is $600. And the screen's not as good. The keyboard's not as good. I'm having to run Linux on it because I can't use Windows.
It drains the
And it was brilliant because he was just defending it all the time. So I'm sticking with this. I'm not going to buy the Apple. I'm not going to be dragged into it. So I'm going to take this more expensive, slightly more useless machine and stick with it. Because of these reasons. Now I thought that was kind of interesting, but then I saw another video today of someone stripping down the Neo.
It's got.
I was gobsmacked at just how
nothing is in there.
No, it's packed. It's packed full of stuff.
Did you notice there's room for more battery?
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
There isn't.
In thickness, the battery can be bigger.
Okay, maybe it can be thick.
And they did that on purpose because when they jump to the 12 gig of RAM one, it's going to suck more juice, and to get the same battery life, they're going to need the space. It's already planned.
Yeah, but my point is that the entire machine can be stripped down to its bare bones. It's all screwed together. There's no glue. And you can swap out any of the bits and bobs and cards and anything, and it's totally repairable.
Education market.
Every single way you can just strip it down and replace parts. And that was amazing to see that.
Apple, this is a seismic change to the business model of Apple, because the business model of Apple computers. Because, in their phones, they have done SEs and stuff to drop the price for people, right? But in their computers, the MacBook Air at a minimum $1,000 has always been the buy-in for a laptop. right? They recently brought out that new Mac Mini at $499, $599 or whatever, and blew everybody's mind. This is that computer in the mobile space. And having a $599 American laptop, excuse me, this changes the game in the PC industry. The PC industry has enjoyed a massive market share over Apple for a long time because of cheap computers. Now that Apple's got one to offer, watch what happens in 4 years.
Yeah, but you're missing the major point is that this is in a direction for right to repair that Apple have been badgered about for years now. That their machines are they're glued together. You can't do anything with them.
No, but I didn't miss the point. I addressed that. It's the education market. They're not going to do this for the rest of their computers coming up. Don't get your hopes up. This is the cheap one because of education, because they can keep them in play for longer. That's what's going on here. I do not believe this will carry over to the rest of their systems.
It might.
I doubt it. I doubt it because of...
That's why we don't put you in charge of Apple.
I usually call what they're doing pretty close, you know. I've had a record for that. Let's do a couple of shout outs here because we got one from none other than our old PJ CNET. Oh, wait, what happened? Somebody changed my button. Now I got to hold the damn thing. He says, it's about time I donated, but it's for the bingo. White dog poo. There's a square for you. Good one, PJ. Hey, thanks, buddy. That's awesome. And then second one here.
The funny thing is he doesn't have white dog poo on his card.
No, he's got it on his carpet. Yeah. Funny though, because he has a cat. I'm not quite sure how that works. And then Johnny C, there came in with another one as well. He says, great discussion, guys. Well, clearly you weren't listening. Shills and shillbillies. This talk is better than the best chocolate and most sex. Okay, I'll agree with that. Somebody call the cops. The condoms have been opened. Hey, thanks, guys. That's awesome. Very cool indeed. It's nice to know the directing is working. Did you see when PJ threw up the first donation? The thing under us in the big window down there went crazy and threw up some weird code and then corrected itself and came back to the message. That was screwed up. But yeah. I'm interested to see how the Windows space is going to react, because in either Intel or AMD have really come up with a integrated shared RAM design that's as good as Apple's for local LLM usage. And in the Windows world, you still pretty much gotta throw some big money into a GPU, right? I'm interested to see how this is going to play out as well. There's a lot of it's almost like back in the day, Dunk, where there's divergence in the way computers are. It's not so everybody, just uses an Intel based chip and stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like there was in the chat that said, it's pointing out that the Neo is using a phone processor. It's a very good processor. It's very powerful. But then, you think back in the days when everyone was using bloody Celerons in their laptops. They were like a cheap, crappy processor, but people bought them on the cheap end of the scale. So
people have been mentioning the fact that it's a phone processor as if it's some hobbled computer, but that phone processor scores as good or slightly better than the original M1 chip from only 4.5 years ago that was in computers for $1,200.
And in some cases, it's even better than the M1.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of bonkers, really.
Yeah. Jeff Greeling, I believe his name is, actually did some LLM testing on the MacBook Neo and found it surprisingly capable because of the advancements in Apple's chips. Right? It was pretty impressive. I love it. I hesitate to recommend it because of the 8 gigs of RAM. I know it's not going to have a 6-year life. It's only going to have like 3. But the average PC user that would be coming over is kind of used to that anyway. You know? But I
not sure I agree with you on that one.
You wait. Apple just upgraded every computer but it to 16 for a reason.
Yeah, just saying. I'm not too sure. I think it will last.
Yeah. I've got a few friends in town that have the 8 gig MacBooks, and running the new Mac OS 26, they're already feeling lag if they got too many Safari tabs open. Right?
Well, I'm thinking it's about time that Mac. They're saying that Mac OS is kind of like come to the end of its life now because they just keep adding more and more features on it. Can you imagine if you could go into the settings of Mac OS and switch off all the gump, and then you just got the Mac OS like it used to be when it first came out, just a clean, lean OS machine.
Yeah,
that would be great. That would put an awful lot of years back into you.
I could actually do that right now. Strip half of the bullshit nobody uses out of Mac OS and put it on the App Store so we can grab it if we want it. Because really, what's been happening to operating systems over the last 20 years? They just become bloated with new features and shit nobody fucking wants.
Yeah.
You know?
So like glassy, see-through, translucency stuff.
And all of that crap is taxing the computer. I don't want it to feel slower so it can be pretty. I don't care,
Yeah, that's for girlfriends.
Yeah. They're always slower because they're pretty. That's why they're always late, right? I find this the same in a lot of the tech industry with the Pro moniker. Apple does this with the MacBook Pro, iPhone Pro, blah, blah, blah. These Pro devices, if you're going to really use them like pros, should be a little thicker. They should have bigger batteries and better fans so you can properly kick their ass without them throttling down and getting slow and stuff. I find the MacBook Pro is so close to the MacBook Air, there's almost no point in calling it. Right? We need. I know so many people. Like, look at YouTubers and stuff. Every one of them has the goddamn battery attached with the case to their phones. Right? Give us a Pro model that actually is Pro, not just faster while you're using it, but then in the sun it gets hot and slows down. Fuck off. I hate that crap. Stop using Pro to be, I'm going to charge you a lot more and give you a bit more, and make a fucking Pro device.
Yeah, well, I mean, people do that all the time and all sorts of stupid stuff. It'd be like a fucking frying pan. Yeah. It'll be the HD Pro. Is high definition. What does that even mean? I saw that with someone advertising a lamp. And the lamp is HD. What? How's that even work? What the fuck does that even mean? Is high definition lamp?
Well, when I was like 12 years old, I had a pair of sunglasses that said turbo. I guess they went faster. I just don't know.
They block that sunlight faster than anything else.
Yeah. Or like Porsche, they still use turbo as the high-end model for their electric cars. It doesn't have a turbo. No. Or
there was a film about a snail that dreamed of being a racing snail, and he was called Turbo.
Yeah.
Just he doesn't have a turbo.
One. Yeah. Or the Porsche 911. All of them are turbos except for the GT3 and RS ones, but they have one called a turbo, and it's just faster.
Why don't they just call it the Porsche Faster?
I don't know. It makes no sense to anyone, The fact that they're all turbocharged, but one's called the turbo. That's like saying, there's a group of whales, but only one of them is a whale. The others are all Bob. I don't quite get it. I think it's just because they can't let go. The Porsche Turbo is their high-end model that still has leather seats, so it's still the Turbo.
Why they just call it the Porsche Leathery?
Yeah. The Porsche Callaway leather or whatever, Connolly leather, right? You know,
the Porsche Moo.
yeah. The Porsche draped in dead cow.
How many horsepower has it got? I don't know, but it's got like 400 cows.
Yeah. Shout out time again. Heather Wiley's coming in with the direct PayPal donation of $6.66. And it's for the bingo fund. Hey, thanks, Heather. Thanks indeed. Yes, we do have a reason for playing bingo, not just because it's fun. It was originally going to be, we'll give you a discount on merch, but then we screwed that up with a couple people, so we're just going to send them Shills patches. Oh, I forgot, because I can do that now. The store finally fixed itself.
I was going to say, you haven't done that either.
Yeah, no, remind me after the show to do that like right away. Now I can simply go to the store and say, send out a promo item. Boom. And I've got it connected so that they bill me the $4, $5 to make the damn thing or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I finally fixed it all. Because I tried at first and they were like, well, you've got to pay for the item. I'm like, well, we're connected. You send me money. Oh, but you got to connect a different way for you to pay us. Of course I do. I forgot to put the dildo in my rectum before I, You
have to contact this Nigerian prince.
Yeah. He promises he's honest.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's some really cool stuff over on our shop. And unlike some, we've priced it as low as possible. And there's like really nice shirts with the embroidered Shills little round earth logo that you see in the bottom right of the screen there. And pretty cool stuff. Check it out.
Well, now you got it working. It's about time we got new stuff on there, isn't it?
Yeah, well, all we did was do the Shills name and logo on a whole whack of products. But now we got to go back and do rednecky and sporty and all kinds of other designs for people, right?
Yeah. A picture of me on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Order extra large so we can get the whole nose on.
Don't tell Disney.
It's not Baby Yoda. It's not. Right?
Yeah. They tried to cast me in the Mandalorian and Dunk show, but I wasn't going for it.
Grogu's grandpa. But yes, so grab your bingo card and play along and keep up.
Ooh, I seem to be all stuck.
Are you?
Yeah. On the hexagon.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
You broke it.
Yeah. Here, I'll bring the room bit rate down a bit and bring it up, see if it works. Look at that. Dunk is glitched out.
Yeah, I'm all right here, though. On the main screen.
Yeah, I don't understand that. How come one is so bad and the other is okay?
Your OBS is fucked.
It's not me. It's not OBS. That's VDO. Yeah. Here, I wonder if I can do a thing here. We'll see if we can... we'll see if we can fix them up here. Oh, you might not even have any audio right now. Wait till you come back. Okay, there you go. There we go.
Unglitched.
Okay. Unglitched. Yeah. If you lean over just a little bit more to that way, it would look like you're trying to take a drink out of my aquarium. Yeah. Don't swallow the guppies. I gotta dig me out a nugget here. I got some really good nuggets this time. Oh yeah. Very strong. I gotta watch that I don't get this to my schnoz, otherwise I'll sneeze my head off. Oh, from Yoda to Jabba.
Gibberish.
Oh, that's funny. There's a couple other things I wanted to bring up, and I can't remember now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Erica Kirk.
Charlie's wife that's already got a new boyfriend.
What do they call him? The WOTUS, the widow of the United States.
Oh,
She's been given a job in the military.
wow.
Yes, at a military academy as a as a special member. Something Charlie Kirk had.
She's the happiness officer.
yeah, miserable cow. How she could be happy with all that crying? Oh, my husband. She's on some kind of board or committee of a military academy. Design, part of the people who's like come up with the teaching plans and the
What?
probably the morale officer or whatever. I don't know. They might as well put her in the fucking Pentagon at this stage.
Dear Lord. What does she know about anything?
Well, only what Charlie Kirk probably told her. It's just a job, isn't it? A job for the boys, as it were.
Wow.
Except it's a job for the girls.
Wow.
Just give her a position so she can get paid.
Well, they put McMahon's fucking wife as the Secretary of Education just long enough to tear it apart. So,
they just give out jobs like candy to whoever they want, really. Yeah.
Well, they give it out like expensive candy to whoever buys them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet she gets paid really, really well for doing fuck all.
Yeah, but she's almost like mom, she's almost Mom of the Martyr, Mother Teresa, like in the MAGA hardcore movement. So I get the play to solidify the base, but it does nothing to bring anybody else around to put yet another completely unqualified person in a situation where you need intelligence and competency.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of anybody who's qualified. I think the only person that's qualified to do his job is Stephen Miller. and that's not exactly, that's not exactly saying much, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. His only qualification is a Goebbels lookalike.
Yeah. Do you have any qualifications at all? No, but I suck a good cock, sir. You're hired.
I could just see Trump at the window, staring out across the rubble of the East Wing with JD Vance behind him. Going, one day, son, all this will be yours.
What? The sofa?
Yes, pick those curtains myself. They said I was mad to build an East Wing, fell into the swamp. So I'll build another one.
If you're playing bingo and you haven't caught on yet, that's your Monty Python square. But the fourth one stood.
And then they were told it was illegal.
Well, I don't want all that. What was that?
Doesn't matter.
Well, you see, I thought your son was a woman. Well, I can understand that. Let me get a beer before this becomes the fucking Monty Python show. Hold on.
Oh. Dear God. I mean, it is, if you think about it, he do feel like the Monty Python team are just in charge of the White House now.
Dude, totally. It's like you got the Department of Silly Walks running the Department of Defense. All
Department of War, I like to correct you.
Yeah, well, it truly is earning its new name.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good job they changed it because, it's now playing up to the whole war thing properly.
I love nobody's truly come out and said it on the world stage, but some Americans have. But the reaction to Hegseth's whole no stupid rules of combat and woke this and that, we're going in to crush them and win, did not sell well to anyone except over masculine MAGA fucks. Like literally, it was like he was speaking to the Tate brothers, Yeah,
well, they've been arrested again.
Have they really?
Well, Andrew Tate has. What was it, in Dubai? I think he was. He got arrested in Dubai.
How the hell is that piece of shit walking the earth?
Thing is, to be arrested in a Middle Eastern country, that's not good. There was a guy in there was a guy in Dubai who got arrested for filming drone attacks.
Okay,
drones is flying over, and he was just filming them, and apparently he's been arrested for that.
Wow. Wow.
So Andrew Tate and all the shit he's been up to, I can't remember what they arrested him for. It wasn't good.
Having sex with a horse?
Well,
Camel, donkey.
The horse was consenting.
Rabbit, beaver, badger. I mean,
but yeah, that's hopefully that doesn't play out too well for him.
Very much. Yeah.
I hope he might be walking around with no arms and no legs.
Oh yeah. I'd love to see him with a leash around his neck being taken for a drag. No arm, no leg motherfucker being dragged down the road.
Yeah. On the back of a Tomahawk missile.
Oh, yeah. Good one. Yeah, I like that very much. Okay, so if anybody out there is going to arrest the Tate brothers in the future, contact us because we know what to do with them.
We decided to wrap this Tomahawk missile using Andrew Tate as a wrap, just so the Tomahawk doesn't get damaged when it lands.
Yeah. Stretch them out, boys. This one's going up the back door. How masculine do you feel now, Andrew?
Yeah. Don't use the lube.
Yeah, exactly. Give it to him dry. God, I hate those two. I hate them so much. I hate that whole manosphere. It just makes us all look like complete pieces of shit.
Well, we always knew that men are pieces of shit, but
I hate it.
I mean, women have been telling us that for years.
That's true.
We should have listened to them.
Yeah, I have a long line of women who've called me really bad things. So
yeah, but they were right.
My ex wasn't, but the others probably.
Yeah, we're not all complete bastards, but we're trying.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's if you try, you might succeed.
We got a reputation to live up.
That's right. We got to play it cool.
Like the Fonz.
Hey. A couple of shout outs here that I totally are right in front of me and I totally fucked up on. Thanks there, Mexi girl. Number one, Ken got in the chat there. UTV and Ham Ken, you guys know what we're talking about. There's gift and out memberships. Hey, thanks, Ken. Very cool indeed. Love gifted memberships, especially over on the live channel, because we're still trying to get this one to build a little bit. On that note, yeah, maybe you guys can all like, subscribe, and share. Share is a big one. Help us get this one out. We'd like this channel to be bigger because then we can do the fuck you and the horse you rode in on shows here. And then we could do the you and the horse you rode in on shows over on the other one where it kind of makes a bit more money. Right?
Well, not much.
A little. I mean, $50, right? That's how much Geddy Lee got paid to be on the Bob and Doug McKenzie album. No, was it $10? I can't remember. It was a donut shop run in its own era, right? And PJ signs up as a beer drinker. Look at that. Hey, PJ. I'd say welcome, but you've been around here longer than this channel, haven't you?
Yeah. You should have got one for free.
I don't understand. Some people say they can do that, but they won't let us. I've seen it where people say that you can give out memberships, and I still can't figure it out. So I guess YouTube just...
Send him a patch.
What?
Send him a patch.
Like the nicotine patch?
No, the Shills patch.
Oh, to who?
Or a t-shirt. Just to PJ.
Really?
Yeah. Send him, yeah. All right. I tell you what. Just say he wins the bingo tonight. Right.
You're a winner.
You know what, though? We should get everybody, we're allowed to do a promotional sample where you get a discount on the thing. And we should send t-shirts out to, all the team.
Yeah.
Because when they're not on camera, they'll look good in their shirts. I should have one.
Yeah. We're just going to say it is just going to be a shirt. The rest of your clothing you'll have to provide yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you look a bit weird going down to Walmart.
Yeah.
Just a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Your little dinghy hanging out.
Yeah. And if you don't mind that abrasive feeling, we can get underwear with the Shills patch right in the middle.
Turn them the other way round.
Exfoliate your bum while you sleep. Shills underwear.
Yeah, just don't wear them inside out.
We should do temporary tattoos. You could have a Shills tramp stamp and a few things like that. That'd be cool. Yeah. Or what other merch things could you do like that? Shills whoopee cushions. I want to be blamed for making people fart. I think that'd be funny as hell.
I don't need one.
Yeah. I get blamed for other people's farts as it is.
I've got a perfectly natural whoopee cushion that works perfectly fine. Thank you very much.
We could have Shills condoms, guaranteed to make it look bigger.
Why? They're made really, really, really small. cut off the fingers of some surgical gloves and just.
Oh, the Shills love glove. Oh yeah, remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, once you take a rib thumb, you're never going back.
We're doing with 6 fingers.
Yeah. Is that meant for 6 people? Because how do you arrange them all so you could reach?
I'll have to look into the Epstein files a bit deeper.
I bet it's in there. It's probably where the product came from. Yeah. We should make a movie about that glove. The Shills glove.
Maybe less of the we. You do that. I'll just.
You're the movie guy. I was expecting you to just make it, and I could just say, I helped.
Yeah.
I get that executive producer credit that means I was getting high in the back room somewhere,
Yeah, I'll put one of those fake names on the credits with my name on it.
Yeah. It'll be executive producer,
Alan,
dickless, useless, lazy fuck Dawson.
Alan Smithies, I think is the name that people use.
Oh, yeah. That's one.
I've seen lots of movies by Alan Smithies.
That's just Steven Spielberg when the shoot doesn't go well. I saw a thing today. There was a guy, he was doing a video about bands that are embarrassed by their own music.
Oh God.
Yeah. And
That's
it was
a long list.
Oh, I'm sure you have to do about 30 parts to it. But it's funny because in every situation, the artist hates the song for a long time, but then they fall so out of fashion that they're not getting any money from their shit at all. And then some retro movie or TV show brings the song back into fashion. Yeah. And then they come around to the fact that, yeah, okay, it's okay. Why? Because it just injected your income again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, was it Mike Batt is kind of like famous because he did the Wombles and all that kind of stuff. Okay. You're probably not really aware of the Wombles.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Felix likes them, right?
Yeah, and it was just they did these gigs on Top of the Pops where they're wearing these fucking outfits made by his mum. And and they all stank of sweat and piss over the years. and he kind of like leans into it because in many ways it's really, really embarrassing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it made him a shit ton of money.
yeah,
So he laughs about it a lot. He's quite a cool guy, apart from having red hair.
Yeah.
But he's just really funny dude.
Yeah, Clarkson once referred to road workers as wombles. That was pretty funny. Yeah, speaking of the wombles, PJ says they released an album on vinyl. That reminds me of the Ruddles. That's another one my son likes. He loves them.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. All we need is cash.
Yeah. Who was that behind that?
I'm not sure.
It was. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, obviously one of the Monty Pythons, the Pythons.
That's why Felix knows it then. If a Python is in there, okay, that makes sense.
I'm trying to think. Well, the one that wrote all the songs,
Eric Idle?
Like Eric Idle, yeah.
Okay. So he's his favorite, so yeah.
Yeah, he's behind that. But there's also this other guy whose name is I mean, I'm like that with names anyway. He's just totally gone out of my head. But he's kind of like fallen out of favor, and nobody talks about him anymore for reasons that nobody wants to talk about anymore.
Epstein-like reasons? Or?
I have no idea. Yeah, something happened.
Little Gary Glitter in his world.
Something happened.
Yeah. I noticed a thing going on car YouTuber channels these days. People are starting to finally get sick of I just bought a $3.5 million hypercar. Look at how cool it is. Flex bullshit. It's finally starting to die down.
I wouldn't even watch that.
I cannot be bothered with that crap because so many of these $3 and $4 million cars get beaten by ones that are $300,000. And you start to wonder, where is all this extra money? Well, it's not there. What it is it's just making a product for people that are rich enough to buy it. Because you make so few of them, everybody knows it's going to go up in value due to rarity, and then the rich just trade it around like a painting.
Yeah, it would just go to Saudi Arabia. What are you talking about?
Pretty much, right? And
then just end up in a desert somewhere because it ran out of fuel and they can't be bothered to get someone to pick it up.
Yeah, they just leave it for whoever wants it, right? You
got all these like camel trains, pulling $1 million cars around, behind them, just like sitting in them, just like dragging them around.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, you know, point, case in point, it would be Corvette's new ZR1X, which I won't go into all the details of, but it's a monster of a car. And it's about $200,000, 260 if you upgrade it with some extras and stuff, whatever. And it'll leave for dead anything you put beside it. In a quarter-mile drag race, it actually beat that Lucid Sapphire electric thing that has 1,200 horsepower and beats everything in the quarter mile. It beat it. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it really goes to show, you know, I mean, is it worth an extra $3 million to have machined aluminum little dials to turn the radio or whatever? Because that's all you get now with those cars, right? That's it.
Yeah, it is interesting that, though, if you think about it, you know, the days of the concept car, are kind of like dead, because, you know, people like design like really cool, interesting cars, you know, interesting features, you know, like a big bubble roof and, you know, the seat and planning,
like the Homer, right?
Yeah, well, almost, but yeah, you know, just cool cars, you know, really interesting cars, and it seems to be that they kind of like run out of designs, because you've already got like cool cars like the Counter, the Lotus Esprit and things like that. So you got cool cars. What can we do now? Oh, just make them faster.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to the point of stupidity, right? Who in the fuck needs a car that can do 0 to 60 in 1.8 seconds or something? I mean, it's really cool and all, I get it, but I think the my car's faster than your car horsepower race has got to end. You need a new metric to make it better.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, even on a track, a regular human cannot extract what these cars have to offer without dying, you know.
Well, it's one of the things that Top Gear used to do when you know, they pretend they're in the middle of India, and it goes into the cars go into a garage overnight, and they come out with all these add-ons and it's such bullshit. But you know, you have Clarkson come out with a, you know, what was like a Lincoln with chandeliers, you know, in the headlights and stuff like that. You know, that's kind of like a proper kind of
more fun
augmentation to your car.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's, yeah, you're not getting that kind of thing. That's why it's kind of interesting to see some of the new electric cars, which are piss poor, tiny, rubbish, but cheap, efficient. It's almost like they're like reinventing what the car is.
Yeah, well, not so much reinventing, but going back to what we've tried and done in the past, some like the bubble cars. And so, you know, back in the people's car era with the Renault, the little one, and the Volkswagen, you know, little, right? You know, it's very hard right now because you're fighting this weird public thing where everybody wants SUVs, and their SUVs by their very nature can't be as efficient as smaller cars. But as soon as 25% of the population has an SUV and you're in traffic with them going, motherfuck, that thing's huge, you get one as well, right?
Yeah, sorry, that's me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm the guy in front that you can't see past.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in my little sports car, right? Because my car is tiny and low. If I'm at an intersection and I'm looking at traffic left and right to pull through, and then one of these assholes in these big fucking F-250s or something pulls up beside me to turn right, I just stop and wait for them to turn because I can't fucking see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. I'm looking through their wheel well. You know?
I've done that at a junction where, you know, someone's on the other side and they wanted to turn, but, you know, I'm turning the other way, and I just keep waving my hands and look, sorry, you can't fucking see a thing.
Yeah, it's happened to me a bunch so far since buying this car. Somebody pulls up beside me to turn right, and I just literally take my hands off the wheel. I'm like, until they move, I don't know what's coming from the right. There's nothing I can do.
Maybe what I should do is install a camera on one side and a screen on the other.
No, I need a drone that just lifts from the roof of my car and goes up to show me what's going on, right? You know. But still, I wouldn't trade my little car for some big, clumsy SUV any day of the week, man.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trade my big, clumsy SUV for a little car.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's so funny getting into my son's Mazda when he gives me a lift somewhere. It's like, Jesus Christ, my nose is on the fucking ground. What is this?
Yeah.
I use his car to check what the underside of my car looks like.
Yeah. We have, when Felix and I go shopping and the two of us get out of the little car, we have people that look at us and you can see the looks on their faces. How did those two fucks get out of that little car? You know
what would be funny is you're getting out, just put some stilts on.
Yeah.
like 10 foot tall, like aliens are crawling out of this car.
Or watching like a few of my neighbors get into the car. It's funny because they don't know how to get into a low car, where my car before this one was a 944 turbo and a 944 turbo and a 944. You see where I'm going here. I always have little low slung cars. And so I know how to just put my leg in and slide into the car and it's no problem. But other people, it's like they're banging their, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't pull a Britney Spears, right? But but my neighbors are banging their heads and stuff. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because my son's got he's got a Mazda MX-5. You know that. I'm just telling that to the audience. But it's a soft top. So when you get in the car, there's no kind of like overhead handrail to steady yourself.
And you don't be pulling on the windscreen. No. People do not do that.
Exactly. My son's going, nah.
Exactly.
I'm just steadying myself now. I'm not putting any pressure on it. And there is literally nothing as a grab handle to help you get into it. You just have to kind of like lean and then just fall.
Actually, you know what? When the top is down, it's the same with my little SLK. The idea is just stand up and get out of the car. It's actually fucking easier. Just treat it like you're walking into your house and sitting down to take your shoes off like Mr. Rogers would. But yeah.
Although I must admit, I did always think it was really, really cool how the guys from Dukes of Hazzard got into their car.
Oh yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted welded doors so bad.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to have them welded. You just don't, open the windows. You don't have to
but then you just look like a git,
That was so funny.
It wasn't until I was older that I realized the car was done up to be like a stock car race car with the welded doors and everything. That's why they had to do that. But they didn't really emphasize the fact that it was a race car in the show. It was a bootlegger car.
Well, they never did it, did they? I think there's a few episodes where they had stock car racing, but it was somebody else's car. I don't know.
Yeah. It was weird.
Did they not jump the shark at some point and enter into a race? I bet they did.
Probably.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither. I just remember the fat guy in the white suit giggling with a cigar, and Daisy running around in shorts that were happily too small, and yeah. I think it's good that I don't remember the show well, because I don't think if I watched it right now, it would do anything to improve the memory.
No, it's like the Waltons on acid.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, little House on the Prairie mixed with what do you call that fucking film with Vin Diesel?
God blessed us with this moonshine. I guess we should drink it.
Yeah, Little House on the Prairie mixed with Fast and Furious.
I remember my folks liked Little House on the Prairie, and I could not stand that show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think it's why I took up marijuana as not just a hobby, but a friend in life, you know?
See, the funny thing is, I'll come around to this in a minute, because the Little House on the Prairie was kind of interesting, because you got this lovely family, and of course Landon was incredibly religious.
Yeah,
that's why he went on to make Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Heaven show. Yeah.
So it was all all good and healthy and proper and all that kind of. And they just lived in a town full of pricks. Just nasty people. The kids, the other two kids, the girls used to go to school with. They had the one with all the golden curled locks, and the kid with a grumpy little fucking turned up lip, and he was just like a nasty little piece of shit. I can't remember his name, but yeah, that's always got me about that. It's just like full of pricks. Now my wife is watching. My wife is watching a series called Anne with an E, which is based on Anne of Green Gables, which is a classic Canadian kind of like you almost say like Western pioneering kind of show, and the same thing is happening in this show. It's just like these people. I mean, Anne of Green Gables herself, Anne, she drives me up the fucking wall because she's just so enthusiastic about everything and just like, just get that girl out of my life. But again,
maritimer.
But again, they're just surrounded by people of fucking assholes.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, with your attitude with Anne of Green Gables, don't go to Prince Edward Island, for the love of God. You will be the angriest tourist they've ever had.
Oh, I can't wait.
Everything is Anne of Green Gables in Prince Edward Island, Canada.
Really?
Oh, it drives you fucking crazy. That's where it all comes from, right?
Right.
Yeah. Funny how you said Western, because it's almost as Eastern as you can get. But
wow,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't even know the story, Anne of Green Gables. It's been stuffed down my throat as a Canadian since I was a child, to the point where I've rebelled against it since day one, and I refuse to read it, watch it, or understand what it is. And to this day, I have no clue.
It's funny because my wife's loving the series. And she goes, "Oh, I'd love to read the books this is based on." And
it's only 20,000 of them.
Yeah, I know. I looked them up. There's not that many. That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Oh, okay.
But
it feels like it if you're Canadian.
There's enough, and I'm pointing out to her that it's basically children's books.
Yeah.
And they're sort of like recommended up to the age of 14. Yeah. And this series that she's watching is kind of like gritty and dirty, and it got like it talks about sex and all kinds of stuff.
Making Snow White a prostitute, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was going to say this is not the book. It's based on the book, but I don't think you want to read the books.
Yeah. It's a little different, right?
It's all about baking pies and stroking the sheep and
fields of daisies. And
exactly.
Lovely days in sun skirts and stuff,
And that's just the blokes.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it just won't go away, And my mother is from Prince Edward Island. So it was absolutely horrifying to her that I would not partake in Anne of Green Gables in any way.
Well, you might, fondle her or take her out drinking or something.
Yeah, I was too busy with Helen Keller, I had a teacher in high school, public school, I think in probably grade 7, who was enamored with Helen Keller. And I had to study Helen Keller for like an entire semester of school in one class.
Right.
And it was so overkill that it made almost everybody in the class not give a fuck. Right? No, you can't study that one person's life that much without it being overkill.
Yeah.
It's a very important, thing and moment in history, and taught us things about people and stuff, and sure, but it was too much, man. Wow.
Yeah. Can we talk about Hitler now, please, miss?
Yeah, exactly.
He gets more airtime on the History Channel.
Yeah. She was the chick that got really mad because I was throwing grapes at somebody once in class, and then she sat on it and had to have her skirt dry cleaned.
What, Helen Keller?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how did she even know that happened?
I didn't know you went to the same school.
Yeah. Crazy teacher. But
Teachers are crazy.
Yeah, I had the best art teacher ever in grade 7. He used to give me shit if the class was getting too rowdy and then send me to the principal's office. But I would just detour and go and hang out in the library or pop out the back door and go have a smoke or whatever,
Have a
and
smoke with the teachers.
Yeah, and it was a game we played, and he passed me with flying colors, and I never did anything in his class. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see you as an artist.
I can't even draw stick people, man. It's terrible. One day I was really hungover in class, and I literally slept under his desk for the whole fucking day. Yeah.
Did you have to budget for him? Art teachers are like, they're always like stoned and drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, well, had I known him a few years later, I bet we would have partied some, but he was a really cool guy, Yeah. Can't remember his name now. Very, very yelly, screamy kind of guy.
I was talking about.
There's no way he could be a teacher now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about this with my wife the other day because we just got in a conversation about lightning and thunder and where the sound of thunder comes from. And I was just telling her this story about at school, and we had this guy who was like really tall, really big, not the sharpest tool in the box, but a gentle, decent guy.
Yeah.
And he'd always get asked the stupid questions. The teachers would pick on it. It's like, well, where does the sound of thunder comes from? He goes, clouds bumping together. Because
what?
And of course, the whole class erupts in laughter because that's what our parents fucking told us. Because they didn't know either. Right? And of course, the chalkboard rubber flies through the air and hits on the back of the head for being so fucking stupid and saying things like that. And he always used to get picked on in chemistry as well. And I was thinking about it. I was thinking I felt really bad. Why didn't we stand up for him? Why did we just like partake in that and just go, yeah, you fucking idiot, blah, blah, blah. And it basically what it did, it just taught all the kids in school how to become fucking bullies.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the teachers that were doing that.
Wow.
And he's just come to the conclusion that teachers are fucking pricks.
Well,
sorry if you're a teacher in the chat, but this is looking back.
But you got to say, if you listen to music from the 70s coming out of the UK, you guys had real issues with schools and teachers and them having too much authority and stuff, There was a lot of pushback and a lot of rock and roll music coming out of the UK about school.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you got, I think today a lot of teachers are concerned about the fact that kids are completely unruly because they've taken all the control away from the teachers.
Yeah.
Now they can't control the kids.
Now it's gone too far.
Yeah.
Right. Like recently we had a teacher that got in shit because they were about to let the kids out of the classroom. just like always, stood there with their arm across the door saying, wait for it, wait for it. One kid was going to run out to go to the bathroom and hit their head on the teacher's arm. And the teacher got in shit as if they had clotheslined the kid. And the other kids were like, this is how it always is. Teacher still got in trouble because of contact.
Right.
Like, come on, you know?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You know, it's gotten way out of hand. Like when you've got a 10-year-old child who's out playing with their friends and thinks the adults aren't there, but they are, and he starts going fucking and blah, blah. You walk the 3 steps over, cuff him in the back of the head and say, watch your mouth, you little punk. You know? The fuck? That's how it's done. I don't understand why that's such a big deal now. It's not like you're closed fist hurting somebody. You're just fucking shocking them into the moment to say, hey, smarten up, motherfucker. You know? I don't understand how this is all bad now. Because now you got parents who are afraid of their children.
It's when you have that sort of situation for a kid who's reaching up into the cooker rings. And you just basically slap their hand away.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now that's abuse.
Yeah. And
no, you should just let them do it. No, learn your fucking lesson.
Yeah. You know, and plus in the last like 20 years, from the time I've gone from 35 to 55 years old, more and more as I date older women that have kids and stuff as well, do I hear children say, oh yeah, I'll call fucking social services on you and shit and blah, blah in the neighborhood and whatnot. Like the kids know that they have power. Oh, you hit me. You know what I mean? They get it.
Yeah, you just say, well, I'll call ICE on your mum.
You know, yeah.
I'd like to be in an orphanage, kid.
Exactly. You know, I mean, I think it's gone way too cream puffy. There's nothing wrong with a little douche, you fucking idiot. You know, I mean, I mean, we're not talking about physical abuse. You know, there's a difference. You know, nobody should leave like marks or bruises on their kid, you know.
No.
I know. But, you know, come on. There's got to be a moment where you're trying to reason with somebody who doesn't have that level of reasoning yet. Douche, you moron. You know, it works, right? You know.
Yeah. Just throw the chalkboard rubber at them. just have one handy all the time.
I threw a chair at a teacher once, so I'm the other side of it in that situation. The guy should have threw it back at me. That's what I would have fucking done. You know?
Yeah, you're not exactly a prime example.
No. Hey, he was being an asshole. You know, I stand by my actions almost. I could have just stood up and said, fuck you, don't be a prick. But you know, I had to get a little aggressive.
Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you're probably being a bit of an asshole too.
Oh, yeah. That's probably for sure. You know, wasn't one of my smoother years. You know. Well, what do we leave it with here? We've done really good to not make this a show about the current political situation.
Very confusing what it is.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I see a lot of the YouTube pundits are just like scrambling for some kind of news story to hit upon, and they're all in different places now. You know, some are talking about Epstein files, some are talking about Iran. You know, there's no cohesive single thing everyone is talking about anymore. It's kind of interesting.
There's one thing to remember when it comes to the MAGA sphere is, yes, they're huge MAGA idiots, but the big ones, I'm talking about the bigger players, they're also making their living off of it. And as things get more tiresome, more off message from the election and everything, you can see that quite a few of them are looking at a dwindling income and desperately trying to fix it. I think that's part of it. They're just trying to draw something of because I think more and more you've got the fringes of MAGA getting tired of gas going up and groceries and all this kind of stuff. And I think there's a real fight for eyeballs right now on the right.
Yeah. Well, there's an interesting thing that's been coming out about the release of information about Epstein's death. That's all kind of like blowing up, and how
Ari Melber has a timeline thing that I'm so excited to watch, but I only just noticed it on YouTube like 20 minutes before we went live.
Yeah, I better watch that.
I can't wait to see that, because it's one of those where he steps in front of the big screen. You remember that? It's good. It looks real good. I can't wait to see it.
Or is that the one I've already watched? Might be that.
No, he just did a new one, because remember he did one before about the files. Now this is about the death.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there seems to be new information, ironically, new information, or just basically information that was kind of like ignored. And
did you see? Dude, did you see? I don't remember which one of them won. It might have been David Packham or whatever that guy's name is or something. But a couple of places are now reporting that there is inmates who are saying that they heard the guards talking about the Epstein death and a cover-up and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All this is coming out now. And some of it is actually in the Epstein files themselves. Yeah. So it's all interconnecting.
Very much so.
I just think it's kind of like fascinating that there are so many people who are connected in Trump's life who had strange death. He had his first wife fell down the stairs. Ghislaine Maxwell's father. Robert Maxwell fell off a boat in the middle of the ocean. Epstein mysteriously committed suicide. Yeah. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we find out that Donald Trump is just a mob boss.
Yeah. I agree there. He behaves like one, and almost openly now. Right? Mm-hmm. Almost openly now. I think we got a winner, dude. DK Art and Design was like, hey, I think I got bingo, because all I need is like 666 or shit gibbons, and boom, I got it. Well, $6.66 was already done by a donation by Mexi Girl herself. So we have a winner. Absolutely. And just to solidify it for you, because I'm pretty sure that was on your thing as well. But yeah, we got a bingo winner. So DK, catch me on Discord, send me a PM, because I'm about to do the thing where I can send out some stuff. I know what I'm trying to say, and it is worked out on the site finally.
Yeah. Keep nagging him, because he'll forget.
Yeah, well, Mexi Girl is actually going to make a note to nag me tomorrow about it, so I get it done.
Good girl.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. We're coming on time. Anything you wanted to touch on before we?
Oh,
yeah.
There's some pretty girls I'd like to touch on, but that's another story.
Yeah,
we won't go into that.
Say MILF from now on, so we're in the clear.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't mind a bit of MILF. Guilty, aren't I? I just to let you know that In Time is going to be doing a little chatteroo later tonight in a little while, and I've been invited over.
Yeah, we have the link, and we're not going to share it.
No, because I'm going to be on it. Well, I might be. I might not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's an hour away, so
yeah. I'm adding a redirect in the thing here, so you'll get a thingy.
It's kind of lucky that our time displacement with at the minute is working in his favor. If it was he's an hour ahead of me, so at this minute in time. So
Yeah, I added a redirect. So that way, if you want to waste even more time, well, YouTube's got you covered. It's all awful, isn't it?
No,
It's
most
all
of it.
awful. We need to do something to bring more happy to some of our shows and not just focus on all the awful. So if you're somebody who stands 6'3", 6'4", maybe 6'5", and you weigh 250, 300 pounds minimum, get yourself a little ballet outfit and send us a picture of you in a tutu, because that will be uplifting.
They'll just use AI.
No, wait. If I'm going to have a private moment, I need to know it's real.
Ooh, TMI, TMI, TMI.
Don't clip that, okay? Don't clip that. So let's see. Good consumer advice right now would be save your fucking money because it's all junk.
Yeah, buy gold.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Do your best Croesus impersonation and go to gold.
Yeah, buy gold and build a bunker.
There you go. Build one that can lift your DeLorean up to your driveway so you can tear off.
I'm just going to fly it out.
Yeah. Where we're going, we don't need lifts.
Yeah, where we're going, there's not going to be any roads.
Colin Furs, the guy I'm referring to there, he recently did a magnetic suspension bicycle, and now he's got a video out where he's doing one on a skateboard.
Oh, is that the hoverboard?
Yeah.
Skateboard underneath it.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if he could do that for like MILF bras and maybe grandpa pants to keep their shit up. Maybe we could use Colin's magnetic experiments to fight gravity for the human body in our clothing.
Yeah.
Right?
I have serious problems with my trousers falling down, so maybe some kind of like magnetic braces.
Right? Wouldn't that be nice? Or like your socks, I don't want to wear those things that you Brits did like 300 years ago, but, have a little magnetic thing, that'd be cool.
I don't seem to have ever had any problem with socks staying up.
Yeah. Or even just like, grandpa's ball sack, right? I mean, I'm chasing them down now. I'd like it to stay up. Maybe I could use magnets for that.
I tell you what, you can fit them to your grandpa's ball sack.
Hey, he's going to be the test pigeon. It ain't going to be me. But thanks for joining us, everybody. If you are going to play with magnets in a biological or sexual manner, be careful.
Yes. Don't get the really too strong ones and then smash your dick together.
Oh, man. You're going to be peeing through it's going to be like a pressure washer, right?
Yeah.
Don't do that,
Yeah.
And let's see. If you're the kind of person who impulsively likes to buy things at the store, if you see, how Frank's Red Hots is the thing right now. Oh, we put that shit on everything. If you see Frank's Red Hot as a condom variety, ask your partner first. I don't think it's something that you should jump into on your own.
Okay.
Well, I mean, unless you want to make sure if your wife or girlfriend is willing to take on the Hot Lips Houlihan moniker from MASH, hey, Frank's Red Hot condoms might be for you, but consult your partner. Well, no, I say yes.
Okay. Okay. You lost me.
He's just not adventurous, people. So what do you think, Dunk? Any last words?
Boom shaka 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 boom shaka 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 boom shaka 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 boom.
Is that a Ruddle song?
Don't think so.
Hey, what happened to the music? Do you see that? There's nothing.
You broke it again.
See, there it is. Hey, we're still live. I'll hit the button.